Yes, awesome. Nice to know about your experience about building a Spring application using ChatGPT. So
Yeah,
you,
that was very. Yeah, after that I understood, right? Yeah, I use. There was one article which was written by
yes,
Martin Flower, which
okay,
he had a Zoom meeting call with Chow, who he's an head of technologies of ThoughtWorks at China. So
yes.
I read his article and I used the same concept that Chow used to generate. So he was trying to.
Yeah, maybe someone has to do mute. Just a minute.
Hi, Karan.
Hi, Piyush.
Hey, Karan.
Yes, good. So yeah, I am glad you guys joined. I am just listening to Manoj. Manoj is sharing how he is pair programming with ChatGPT for building Spring applications. So yes, uh, go ahead, Manoj.
Yeah, so I used the same concept which Martin Flower wrote in his article. So I can give you that article. I guess I pasted the same article in our WhatsApp group. So I used the same concept to build this Spring Boot app. So it was very small app, but yeah, it has that power to generate. So the one thing I understood is there are two fields which would emerge as part of that is the prompt engineering and prompt design. Prompt design would be like you want to write small apps, then prompt designers would help you in building that. Prompt engineers are someone who design an app, how to train your models with the prompts. So I probably guess the next 5 to 10 years you'll have a lot of prompt engineers and prompt designers, and they would be part of each and every field, from design, from engineering team to QA to all the disciplines within the software and other fields. That's what I understood after me writing, because the problem with that, right? So what I did is I took the same prompt and I started giving it as part of Google Parad. Um, so the problem is that both the models do not understand the same context. So it's super difficult to use the same prompt that you use in ChatGPT if you give it to Google Bard, right? So it does not understand even. So you need to again change the prompt to make sure that it understands, the other LLM model understands. So I think that field would emerge because an engineer or a developer trying to modify the prompt and trying to do things would take longer time than a specific field is like that is emerging. Then it would reduce a lot of effort. That's what I understood.
Right, right. Awesome. Great. Yes. See, prompt is the command which we give to the chat GPT. So I hope all of you have accounts in chat GPT. Have you got all of you yourself
Yes.
onboarded to chat GPT? Okay, great, great, awesome. So yes, anyone else has any other experience? So nice to learn about how Manoj is using ChatGPT. He is using it as a buddy or pair programmer or basically a hired resource, right? He is now a product manager. So
Yeah.
now, yes, he has cut one job from his team, and he instead of hiring, he is a technical person also. So he can run and compile the code. But yes, if you would not have been a software engineer, then you would not have been able to do because. Compiling a Spring application is a complicated process, right? So, but yes, it has helped him do the Spring REST application faster, right? Great. Any other experiences you guys have? Then I'll share mine. Dave, you have some experiences. Go ahead.
Yeah, Tarun. So actually, primarily I am a mobile developer, but in my company, when I was not having enough work in mobile, so I got a project to work on Autodesk technologies. Yeah, so Autodesk has a tool called Revit. Yeah, and I need to work on the Revit tool and integrate the Revit application with the Unity framework. Yeah, so Unity, I have worked with Unity, so that's why they told me to work on this POC. But Revit, I don't have an experience. So how the Revit works and how I can use that. So I took help from the chat GPT. Yeah, basically what the approach I should follow, like, because I know, like, I know this step, like how to do, like, in a POC, like if I need to integrate a Rabbit, so I simply ask to chat GPT, okay, I have this application, I want to build this kind of platform. Now, what are the next steps for that one? So chat GPT gave me these basic steps. Okay, you should follow, go to this link, follow, and take some knowledge from there. This is a sample course, and you can try on your own. And also the cool thing is that chat GPT also, like, keep a reference whatever you are asking. So based
Yes.
on those reference, you can further your question. And so I tried, and after that tried, that is failed. So I also asked GPT, okay, in this your sample, it's failing because of this one. So ChatGPT resolved that issue and give me another solution. Okay, you should try this solution and you can use that. So so ChatGPT work as a Autodesk consultant with for me, and I took a lot of advantage. Okay, primarily I got the basic idea.
Yes.
Instead of investing, like, many hours on the web just to find out how to approach particular problem, chat gpt give me a brief about, okay, you should follow this one and you can do that one. Yeah, so I think in that scenario, chat gpt helped me a lot. But I think chat gpt is not purely accurate. You also have to search many things apart from the chat gpt, because they are like are getting some information from the google. But after working with Autodesk, I also took the help from the Autodesk consultant, official of Autodesk developers. So they also suggest me the same way. Okay, like this is the way, like you were doing. That was the right, but you can add on these thing also. So that will save your time.
Okay.
Because uh, those things are, I think, only the developer can know. So that's why,
Yes.
yeah, they told me, but ChatGPT was not aware about those things. But ChatGPT helped me a lot in that scenario.
Great, great,
Yeah.
awesome. See, here for Dev, he was able to hire ChatGPT as a Autodesk consultant, and he was able to learn new approaches and also get advices on some of the skills which were beyond your knowledge or know-how at that particular time, right? So you were able to be mm, right, more skilled. You felt more skillful in doing this, and you verified it with real consultant as well, and you were able to validate that many
Yes.
of the things were correct. But yes, you also found that some of the things you have to validate, and not all the responses are correct and accurate. Great,
Yeah.
great. But yes, still, you were able to move forward a lot, without which you would have probably invested in some courses, or did more trial and error, and would have spent more time in learning this technology. So here I see, with the help of ChatGPT, you got onboarded to a new technology faster, right?
Yes.
So basically, your use case was onboarding, getting onboarded into a new technology, right? So
Yeah. Absolutely.
correct. So here in this case, definitely for new team members, it will be faster, right? If someone is joining your team, and he wants to become productive fast, right? So you have, as a manager also, you have to spend less effort in training your employees. They will pick up the new technology faster, and they will start getting productive in that.
Yeah.
Any other opinion, other usage? We will get into the architecture and also the prompt engineering. I'll also share best practices, what I know about chat gpt.
One
Also,
thing
and
is that,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, so one thing is that how is, because you come from MS, right? And MS has integrated with OpenAI, right? And I think probably it has Sydney, which they call it,
Yes.
right? So apart from the products that have been integrated, how is it integrated within the organization? So How did
Yes,
you use
yes.
it? Is it
Right. Bing
in your
is,
day-to-day life do you use it, or
yes,
it's
yes.
because
Right.
now I probably guess even within the organization they could have integrated with a lot of other products which been
Yes, yes.
internally
In
using.
the Office 365, it's being used. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of AI already in Word and PowerPoint, right? So
Okay.
PowerPoint was using AI. So, okay, I can share various AI capabilities which are there in Microsoft products already, and some are recently released. Some have been released few years back. So,
Okay.
Microsoft has announced new products also. So, there is a tool called Microsoft Designer. Have anyone heard about
Yeah.
it? Yes. So this
Yeah,
is,
we heard about
this is, you can type I want a logo for my website, or you can type I need a book cover, or I need a banner for my Facebook page, or my, so it will generate and it can give you. So it's about designing. It is a kind of a platform for
yeah.
creative people who would like to do
Yeah, like
editing.
Canva, right? Canva, which we've
Canva is a
seen.
competitor, yeah. So they have
Yeah,
built
Canva,
a
right? Yeah.
similar product which is Microsoft Designer, which is like Canva, right?
Okay.
So that's one product. In PowerPoint, I said, when you type anything, it can suggest the design. There is a auto designer also in PowerPoint. This is available only in the PowerPoint online version. So if you have a
Okay.
Office 365 account, you can use PowerPoint, and you can create some slide, maybe blank slide with no layouting, and as you will type in some content, it will automatically suggest images, icons, and it will create very nice looking slides for you automatically. So I have been using them a lot because you don't have to spend time in beautifying your PPT, because as an engineer we used to waste a lot of time in beautifying the presentations. If you have any
Yeah, that's
important
right.
presentation, so many of time and you have to work hard, and getting layout right is also challenge. And but with the Microsoft Designer section, it can suggest nice slides. It can also sometimes give you videos and animated slides also for some of your content, based on the content. So if suppose you are preparing so I have been using this since many years. I have been giving so many presentations. So what I used to do is, when I type in some keywords, if you put some keywords in bold and all, it will take it and then recommend the icons which you can put to beautify it, and it will suggest different layouts. So this was very helpful tool. Now they have another thing which is in beta. If you have a Word document and you want to generate a PPT out of it, automatically it can do. This is another use case. Amazing use
Okay.
case. This is also there since almost a year or more than that. So you give your Word file, and in Word file you have an option, export as a presentation. And when you do that, your Word document, it could be requirements or it could be design document, and when you do that, it converts it to the PowerPoint. And now Bing is having a chat mode. So if you are using Microsoft Edge, with Bing
Yeah.
you can get the chat
Yeah, I
embedded.
use that
Yes,
nowadays
yes.
very oftenly.
Yes, and then there are many companies, not just Microsoft. Open API AI is the APIs are also available. So there have been lot of other applications also. So I would say my entire daily routine is highly leveraging all these AI technologies. In this
Okay.
meeting also I am using AI, right? So the way is, I have a note taker who will summarize the meeting and who will also share what all topics were discussed. So in parallel, you would see there are two tools I'm using. Don't You don't need to. They are both similar tools, but just there is, you see Tarun's Otter AI in the participant. Otter is the tool I liked a lot. What it will do, any presentation when I'm presenting, it will take the screenshot of all the presentations which are there in any of the meeting, and it will also transcribe all the conversation, and it will summarize and create the meeting notes.
Okay, good.
Right, so this is an awesome application. I like it and I use it, and it collects important points, and it can also help you capture the action items also. So there are a lot of features, and you can view the transcription and understand what all was discussed and document it.
Does does Teams supports that?
Right,
Is it
right.
anything that MS is trying to do that? Because I always feel that now I'm moving into a role of PM.
Yes,
Taking meeting minutes and action items is going to be a bigger burden for being a PM. So I was already suggesting that that should be a tool which we, if it is not there, then we need to
yes,
build it,
yes,
because these are something, it may be from engineers to designers to QAs to executives. There are a lot of meetings happening, and we do not have something which we can summarize it
right,
and
right.
using the transcript which is already there. So
Yes,
yeah, just because I predominantly, I think organization use Teams,
yes.
and Teams has that feature, and it's very good.
Correct, correct. Yes. See, one other use case which is I'm using, and this I feel is awesome use case. What I used to do also is recently I'm in celebrating, our my alumni group is celebrating 25 years of passing out the senior secondary school. So we have an alumni, and there were few pictures, so I was enhancing the pictures also, which were low resolution photos, and sometimes they scanned and they are blurry also, because the color quality is not that good. So with AI I can kind of enhance the images. They are doing decent job, and then when I'm posting it I ask for no caption for the images, or ask for tags, suggest me tags for some post. So you can always ask for some suggestions on any small stuff, like if you want to tweet about something, you can just share how can I write some tweet, or how can I write a Facebook post about so. It can also suggest you tags. You can ask suggest me a tag for this particular post, or sometimes if you have to write some email response also. This is something which was also there in Sundar Pichai's demo in the Google I/O. Have anyone seen that about the how to write smarter email? So in Gmail, they have this feature now embedded, where it can respond to some emails also, and it can generate elaborated responses as well, not only just the to the point responses. They can understand
Yeah,
the
yeah, it was there. I think previously they were using very small, like thank
yes,
you.
yes,
Those were very small prompts, which based on they were giving very small outputs. But I think now they've opened up the full-fledged response or summarization based on your existing email, which it can generate.
yes, right. So now the only thing is how to make ChatGPT or any open AI platform is same applies to, see, many of you would have heard about Mid Journey also. It's kind of buzzing, right? In YouTube now, most of the content is getting generated automatically also. So let me also share some of the content which I auto generated using AI technologies. It's there.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of things like Mid Journey. Then I think I generated one from
You also generated, right, from your photo.
ID. Yeah. Then there is, I think there was, I think the TI ID, they generated this Steve Jobs and Elon Musk speaking, having an interview conversation, which
Yes,
was
that is
generated.
the funny one, right? So you
Yeah,
must.
funny one.
Correct, correct. Yes, awesome, awesome. Yes. So there are, so yeah, fake news is also another bad use case, but
Yeah.
in no,
Yeah, I think that problem still even today exists, right? Even when internet was about to come out, I think people were worried about it, but still you have fake news.
Correct.
You can have fake news even today, right? Even after a lot of, I think all the from Google to Facebook, all the social media company, Twitter, trying to
Yes.
block that information, but you still can end up with fake news, right?
Correct.
And
Correct.
even WhatsApp was trying to block that information. So
Correct.
that would be, that's what I expect. But
Yes.
we should not stop that because of that, right?
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right.
As a human
But
race, we
yes,
still
I
need to
think,
evolve.
yeah, I think the job of newsreaders right now, anyone can generate auto or AI based avatars, right? Avatars, and they can have a virtual newsreader, correct?
Yeah, that's
So
it.
maybe
Yeah.
the job of newsreaders, they will be in trouble sooner or later, correct?
Yeah, yeah. I think probably what I think is that how industrial revolution happened, right? So from 3 to 4, there were a lot of jobs cut, right? All the repetitive jobs were gone off. In the same way, I think the most repetitive jobs would be left, and that's where new jobs would emerge.
Yes, yes.
That's what I think. See, um, as the population grows, right, you still need certain things to be automated
Yes,
faster. One
yes,
example I give is like, say that you do not have an ATM, and you still go to the bank and try to get cash from the cashier. Now if you go to any bank, right, there's only one cashier sitting.
yes,
Just
yes.
think there was no ATM then, because of the
Right.
population growth. You in each bank you need 10 people, 10 cashiers sitting, and you need to still wait in the queue. So
Yes,
it has convenienced, technology has revolutionized, and it has made convenience to the people.
yes.
But same jobs have been moved to different genre, or new jobs are being created. That's what I would.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. Because, yes, new jobs will be created, and maybe people are more productive, and their productivity is increasing, right? As in your case, when you were working as a product manager building web services, or for Dave, who is trying to do something using a new technology, he is getting higher productivity. So, in your case, instead of your job becoming more difficult or more insecure, you are making yourself more skilled and more useful for your organizations, right? So in your case, I believe the example which you shared, these are making you more valuable for your organization, because you can now
Yeah,
learn. So in case of, Dev's manager would be very happy, because any new technology now he knows Dev can find out without hiring any consultant a good solution and what could be the approach to take, right? And same is with Manoj also. Even some development task is there, he can just give it to Manoj, and as a product manager he can build it also and deliver not only the requirements but prototype or working application also, right? Maybe
yeah,
just to
that's right.
maintain and just to kind of
We,
do
yeah,
enhancements he will hire, right?
yeah,
Correct. So in your case also, it's adding more job security, right? So if that's the positive side.
yeah, that's right.
Correct. But yes, in my case also, I don't have to hire someone who can take notes for me. So I don't need to hire an admin. I can get AI to take notes and attend a meeting. For me, even some meetings, I can ask my AI counterpart to attend and transcribe for me and summarize for me, and I can just read the summary, right? So wherever my presence is not required, I can be in multiple meetings at the same time. Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, because as I shared, I have these tools which can attend meetings with me and take notes and share me the notes and summary of the meeting, and they can also capture the action items.
Yeah,
So yes, there are various tools. So I gave you example of Microsoft products. There are a lot of applications which are outside Microsoft also. Few are really, I'm very impressed by this because Airtable also is using AI. I haven't used it. There is another tool which is a team collaboration platform like Confluence, which is using chat gpt to generate mind maps kind of you know
Okay,
structure.
it's good.
Yes, yes. So that I'll share what exactly it is. And then many other tools are also generating, and people are using it to also. So there are various use cases. One is they can document your code. Chat gpt can understand your code. It can also uh, suggest improvements, and it can also explain you the code if you have any complex code. So there are various use cases which can make you more effective.
Yeah, I
And
think both Brad and ChatGPT, right, has the capability. But I think Brad has one step ahead of this. That is, if you give the GitHub link, right, it reads the entire thing and it just tells you what that project does. Whereas in ChatGPT, I think probably you cannot give that, but you can give a code snippet and it will explain you what actually that code snippet does.
yes, yes.
And yeah, so the one thing I was telling my team is that now it's only that I probably guess in the next 5 to 10 years, I think almost all companies, all the tech companies will have a foundation model where they would have trained for each and every, they would have fine tuned those models for each and every use cases, and it will actually increase the productivity of the developer. And yeah, I think what I would tell is no time to market would be the next thing. Like, you have idea, you just use AI to build it and push it immediately into the market to test it and see whether it is working or not, then just reiterate. That's how I think the software industry would evolve. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, yes. Even for generating ideas, you can use ChatGPT, right? So that's what
Ah,
I
yeah.
was talking about. That you can just say that, give me some ideas for some mobile apps, which is for games. It can do that. It can.
Yeah, I think probably you need to set the context to it,
Yes,
to ChatGPT, saying that this is what I'm liking at, and
yes,
you just need to have list of task plans, and based on those, you just need to have a visualization that what are the prompts that I'm going to get. I'm going to input it, and based on that, then based on the output, then you can uh, uh, rewrite it or tweak it so that it gives you a better answer each time you prompt it. So, but you need to set a context, because I even tried giving, can you give me an idea? Randomly, I gave certain things, but it was not able to tell me. But if you're very specific to the point, it gives you very good response.
yes, yes. Right. So that's what no prompt engineering is all about, to get the maximum benefit. So it's like your resource, and to get the maximum benefit from chat gpt, you should be able to give good prompts, right? So this what I wanted to cover, which is about basics of prompts, right? So
Yeah. So one thing I think,
yes,
Tarun,
maybe, yeah,
probably
if you
more
can
than
share, yeah, you can share about that. Yeah, go ahead.
one thing is, right. See, generative. So this large language models, right? They are
Yes,
basically deep learning models, right?
yes,
Which is built on deep learning models. Right?
yes,
I think, see, a lot of people get confused between AI, ML, deep learning.
yes,
But what I would tell is that artificial intelligence is actually a discipline. Within that, your ML is like your, I would tell, like, say that artificial intelligence is like your physics. ML is like your atomic physics or something within physics, and within that you have deep learning. So that is how it has been split up. So you can call ChatGPT as AI, or you can call it as ML also.
Right, right.
Because AI is one step ahead of ML, because it should behave like you're human. It should have logical thinking and reasoning. But whereas your large language models do not have that capability, you should prompt it with chain of thoughts to do that.
Yes, yes.
That is how it works.
Correct, correct.
This is just an information I just wanted to put in this.
Yes, yes. Yeah, this is a very relevant point you shared. So, just to cover, know what is actually ChatGPT. Very important thing is there is a umbrella project which is OpenAI. OpenAI is the project which has one of the application. It's a kind of a sub project which is ChatGPT. There are others also. There are many other AI ML based projects. As Manoj said, ML is a vast field, and it deals with automatic image generation, and there are various other applications of AI.
Yeah.
But yes, the most
One.
popular one is the ChatGPT, and ChatGPT full form is self-describing, right? Because chat is reason. No, the way we interact is we via chat messages, so that's why chat. And GPT stands for generative pre-trained transformers, right? So this is the full form. Uh, so I will just share this screen so that you can see this also, so that this becomes clear. And ChatGPT uses neural networks because there is a machine learning is about, so there are various streams in machine learning. If people have learned ML, they would understand. So first is about knowledge management, then building knowledge, and building knowledge could be via inferences. And neural network is technology which is like uh, technology which is inspired from our brain. And here in ChatGPT, as I said, G stands for generative because it can generate new response. It is creative. It is generating new responses. That's why generative. Pre-trained, it has been trained in lot of web documents. So almost the entire internet it has read through, and it is pre-trained because they have all the trainings done, and trainings have been done in different ways. One is it have been given lot of documents as input, so it knows the entire internet. It has also learned based on the feedback. So when you type any query, you can get the response, and you can provide feedback to the chat gpt. So this way it gets the feedback, and if you are not satisfied, maybe you will dislike, and it can generate multiple responses, and based on which one you are liking, it will get better. So it will take that, okay, maybe this is the response which you liked. So if you are editing it, then that gives an indication to ChatGPT that this is not liked by you, and whatever is seeing more views, that response it will use as a feedback. So this way it is feedback driven. So it's learning and getting better every day. And transformer is it can transform the data also. Hello, am I audible? Hello. Yes, you guys were calling. Just a minute. Yeah, Manoj, you are saying something. Is I'm not audible? Oh, it was temporary. Hello, am I audible now? Okay, am I audible? Okay, great. So looks like there was some connectivity issue in my internet. So I will mute my video so that no, you may see me, you may hear me better. Is it fine? Great, great. Yes. So let me continue then. So yes, I was talking about third use case. Okay, so you guys might have missed what I did explained. I explained about Chat GPT. GPT stands for generative, and P stands for pre-trained, and T stands for transformer. Right. So let me share my screen again so that you understand what I am talking about. Yes. So yeah, this is the Chat GPT full form, which is around generative pre-trained transformer. So first thing is it uses AI ML, which is a big stream, and it's part of OpenAI project. OpenAI has lot of projects. ChatGPT is one of them, and chat is because you can interact with ChatGPT using chat prompts, right? And generative because it not only gives you response based on references, it can generate new text, right? So it can not only generate sentences, it can generate it is creative also. It can generate poems, it can generate ideas, it can generate suggestions for various prompts which you give. Ah, okay. So looks like when I'm sharing, my voice is going. Am I audible now? Hello? Yes, am I audible now? Yes, hi. Am I audible? Now I have unmuted. Okay, not yet. Okay. Just a minute. Let me try